Have you ever wondered if nuclear power could be the answer to the climate crisis? Hello, Docutainment, with documentaries that truly enthrall, exploring real stories, big and small. The documentary Nuclear Now, created by Oliver Stone, is an interesting look into the nuclear power industry. In this film, Stone argues persuasively that nuclear power is the key to solving the problem of global warming. But the big question is, should you stream it or skip it? We'll explore the key arguments and insights from this thought-provoking film to help you decide. The documentary Nuclear Now, created by Oliver Stone, is an interesting look into the nuclear power industry. In this film, Stone argues persuasively that nuclear power is the key to solving the problem of global warming. The documentary opens with a discussion of the widespread dread of nuclear power, which has its origins in past tragedies like the bombing of Nagasaki, the accident at 3 Mile Island, and the devastating accident at Chernobyl. As a result of what has happened, many people now view nuclear power as an existential threat to humanity. There is a major misunderstanding, Oliver Stone contends, in which nuclear power is mistakenly connected with nuclear war. He stresses the need for clear delineation between nuclear power and nuclear weapons. The documentary provides an in-depth look at the evolution of nuclear power, from the initial discovery of uranium through the contributions of innovators like Marie Curie and Albert Einstein. Also discussed are possible uses for nuclear power, such as in nuclear-powered submarines. Nuclear Now uses excerpts from classic films like Them and Godzilla, both of which have contributed to the bad view of nuclear power, to show societal worries linked with nuclear energy. Stone investigates the impact of media on the general populace. As the movie goes on, Stone stresses the urgency of lowering carbon emissions and meeting the growing demand for electricity. In his opinion, we must re-evaluate nuclear power because it is a clean energy option with significant potential. For decades, influential oil and coal lobbyists have pushed false information about nuclear power, which is thoroughly debunked in this video. Stone also emphasizes the role that notable people like Ralph Nader and Jane Fonda played in the anti-nuclear movement, along with the efforts of groups like Greenpeace. Exploring well-known nuclear accidents like 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl, Nuclear Now says, Stone argues that these unfortunate incidents do not represent nuclear power's overall reliability and efficacy. He claims these were unusual occurrences. Contrary to widespread opinion, Stone argues, nuclear power facilities actually have an excellent safety record. The documentary underlines the fact that no one was killed in the 3 Mile Island accident, and that the 2011 earthquake that destroyed the Fukushima nuclear power station had no effect on the number of people who died from radiation exposure. The film tackles the issue of radioactive waste and questions whether or not it is truly an intractable problem. Nuclear waste shouldn't be a barrier to adopting this energy source, Stone argues. Renewable energy sources such as solar and wind are questioned in the film. According to Stone, these sources may not be sufficient to significantly reduce carbon emissions and mitigate the effects of climate change on their own. In the end, Nuclear Now depicts nuclear power as an underappreciated and misunderstood solution to our climate dilemma. It admits it's not the most popular option, but it insists it's a workable one, especially considering the rising demand for electricity around the world. In conclusion, Nuclear Now challenges preconceived notions about nuclear power and climate change. It presents a compelling argument that encourages viewers to rethink their perceptions of this energy source. But now, the big question we asked at the beginning is, should you stream it or skip it? What's our summary? If you found this recap insightful and thought-provoking, don't miss out on more engaging content. Subscribe to remain up to date on future recaps, deep dives, and conversations on relevant topics. According to the documentary's conclusion, stream it. Whether anyone is willing to listen to Oliver Stone in 2023 is debatable. He's surely worn out his welcome with some. But Nuclear Now is nevertheless a worthwhile documentary that fights the good fight against an existential crisis. Thank you for joining us today for this in-depth recap of Nuclear Now. We highly recommend watching the documentary for a more comprehensive understanding of the arguments presented. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Your engagement helps us continue to explore important topics like this one.